Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. It is Dating with Katy, where I help you get confident, be successful, and have some darn fun dating. Well, in today's episode, we're going to talk about what men are looking for. It's actually simple. There's two things. We'll expound on them, but ladies, you're going to want to listen in, and men, you're going to want to thank me later. But I also want to thank our sponsor today, and that's Cinqe Matchmaking. That's cinque.com. Go check them out. All right, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and send this to a friend because we are all in the same dating boat together. All right, so let's just cut to the chase. This is what I hear. I hear women all the time saying, Katy, men just want somebody younger. They're just looking for somebody who's young and fun and young. And no, that is not true. Fun part, yes. All men are looking for somebody who's fun. I mean, I'm looking for somebody who's fun. Why wouldn't that be true? But they are not looking for younger men. As a matter of fact, the men that are looking for that younger girl, that's not your guy anyway. So why are you worried about that? There are amazing, great, good men. And remember, I'm not talking about the nice guy. I'm talking about the good guy who is looking for a quality woman in his appropriate age range that has these two next major qualities, okay? These are the two things, and I've made it very simple. We can make a much longer list. Ladies, make sure you go listen to my podcast on the 4 things that you should be looking for in a man. These are the 2 things. Yeah, I made it to 2 because men are pretty simple. You guys are easy to please. That's what I love about you. These are the 2 things that men are looking for. And they both start with the letter F. I just wanted to create some alliteration, so don't get your panties in a wad about the first one here. And the first one is this: men are looking for somebody who's fit. Okay. Let me explain what I mean by fit. Now, when I say fit, I am not saying perfect. I am not saying someone who looks like me. I am not saying a size 0. So do not get frustrated already, ladies. Keep listening. What men are looking for is someone who is health conscious, who is putting in the time and effort about her own body. I speak about this in my the 4 foundations, that when you take care of your body, it shows a sign of self-respect. And then when you self-respect, because you're taking care and you're fit and you're healthy and you're making right choices, people respect you more. He will respect you more. And sometimes you need to give a guy a break because he's working hard. He's the alpha male. He's making the money. He's not as fit as you. He's maybe not as health conscious as you, but he's looking for a woman in his life who can bring that element in, that feminine element of health and wellness. And yes, there are some guys who are also as fit. If they're that fit, they're going to definitely want a fit girl. So please make it a priority, ladies, to get fit, to get healthy, to make the better choice, to not drink so much wine, to go to the gym, to take a new class, to work on that one body part that doesn't make you confident. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get naked with somebody. And you and I both know, we all know that everybody wants to look good naked. And how do I know that? Because I used to work at Equinox as a trainer. And super successful people work out at Equinox. They buy these packages with me. And my first question was always this: why do you want a trainer? Okay. Of course, the ladies, in a very polite and appropriate response, will say, well, I want to be healthy for my family, which is fabulous. Great. I'm all for it. The men always said, I want to look good naked, Katy. I absolutely appreciate their honesty because we all want to look good naked. We're all going to want to be in an intimate relationship with our person. So we're going to have to get naked vulnerably and physically. And what better to know that at least, even if you're not perfect, even if you're still 10 pounds away, at least you know you're putting in the effort. And you guys know effort is everything with me. We ladies should be looking for a man's effort, but he's looking for your effort. Do you take care of yourself well? Are you fit? Are you healthy? Do you present well? Because at the end of the day, when you look better, when you are more fit, you find more clothes that fit you and you wear nicer clothes because you're more proud of the body that you're presenting because you're putting the work in. Now, my body shape is different than your body shape. And there's an ass for every saddle. There's a lid to every pot. You guys have heard me say it. So do not count yourself out because you have a bigger this and a bigger here and a bigger there. Men love all kinds, shapes, and sizes. We actually, when we get clients, we ask them to be very detailed. What parts do they like? What parts do they not? We hear the gamut, you guys. We have guys that love ankles. We have guys that love calves. We have guys that love backs. We have guys that love the front. I mean, there are all kinds of men out there. So you're going to find your one who's going to love your body, but he's going to love it more when you self-respect more and take good care of it. and really bring that into your essence and your feminine essence. And it's, hey, let's be honest, men are visual. I think at this stage, we're all visual because there's so much social media. Everything is a photo society. I mean, we look through Instagram at photos. We look through Bumble at photos. Facebook is photos. Everything is photos now. So how could we not say that we're not visual, women and men? I mean, back in the day when grandma and grandpa put two people to, I always say Grandma Nancy and Aunt Betty, who lived on the same block, wanted their grandkids to get together. They just trusted, right? They didn't have a picture. They might have had one or two black and white pictures, but the two kids came together. Nowadays, you want 10 pictures. You can scroll through someone's Instagram. So visual is important, and staying fit and healthy is number one for you ladies. You will get way more swipes. You will get way more interest. You will get way more confidence when you take good care of yourself. Let me do one last example. There are two houses on a block, and they're both for sale, okay? And inside, they're both very comparable, right? They both look the same, have the same piping, copper piping, brand new roofs, so comparable in those specs. But the one difference of these two houses is the front yard. One of the sellers thought it'd be a really good idea, since I'm going on the market, that I make it look nice, that I attract the buyers to my house before they go to that house, because they know on the inside they're both great. But this front house decided to paint and put new flowers in, beautiful grass. And of course, on the day of Sunday, when it's open houses, guess which house had more interest? It's the house that took care of the front yard. So keep that in mind. I know you want to say, well, Katy, he should love me for my insides. Yes, he will love you for your insides. But first, you got to get him to come over. So make sure you take very good care of this on the outside. All right, the second thing is that, are you fun? Look, at the end of the day, if you believe in kind of that masculine male man in your life, he's going to be a hard worker. He's going to be busting his buns, making money, moving up the ladder, starting his company, being an entrepreneur, thinking ahead, saving for your family, wanting to build his business. And that's what you love about him. That's what's so honorable and attractive. So he doesn't always have time to think of what's fun and to be out there doing fun. And you need to bring that element to his life. A lot of you ladies get really upset when you feel like you have to plan everything. Well, in the beginning, we women do like it when a man pursues us, obviously in the first stages of dating, and makes the plan. Now, he doesn't always read your mind. He's sometimes quite busy. I always say, ladies, throw out 3 favorite restaurants and then have him make the reservation. That way he's not trying to drum up everything. Like, what restaurant does she like? Where should we go? Give him a little bit of direction. I'm big on direction with men. Give them a little bit of direction. It's like training a puppy, and don't take offense to that, guy. Give them a little bit of direction and they'll do it because they want to make you happy. But they also want their partner to be fun, to bring in, again, that feminine element of a fun life. I mean, they're going to look at you and say, can I be with her for years to come? Or is she going to be a nag? Now, if you're in stage 2, and stage 2 is that post-divorced, probably went a little sour, a little bad, hopefully not. Some of you are in stage 1, and maybe you've had a bad relationship. So the negativity of that, we're all going to have baggage. We are all going to have baggage. So most men actually don't bring their baggage as much as women do. But he just wants to have someone who's not going to be nagging at him, who's going to accept him for who he is. And that's big for guys. They really want to know that you're going to like them for them. You know, Dr. Phil said this once, and I think this is very true. He said, I've been married to 4 different women. Now, Dr. Phil's only been married once, and he's married to this cute little, really perky woman who, interestingly enough, she one time said, I was listening, she gets frustrated because he's not real excitable. But she's the excitable one, and he's the calm one. And he had to explain to her, babe, I am excited inside. I just look different than you. But he went on to say that he'd been married to 4 different women. And the 4 women were her, but every 7 years she just kind of changed and grew. And you know, she just kind of found herself, you know, in the early stages of marriage, and then through raising kids, and as the kids get older, and then as an empty nester. And I could definitely see a woman transforming herself through those stages. But what we often think is, as women, we think men are going to be like us and transform and change and kind of become new people. Well, now men grow, but men don't change. And that is what we always hear. Well, I don't want to change a man. Of course, you don't want to change the depth of his character, but we also can train a man. The old adage says that, the Greek adage says that we are the neck to his head. But are you doing that in a loving way, in a non-nagging way, in a way that says, hey, babe, I think this is a good idea. And even if he says no, are you upset about it? Or do you try to retrace your steps and try again in a different way? Case in point, I wanted to go on the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Cruise. And I was getting all the emails. Yeah, you guys are like, what is this thing? So the Ritz-Carlton now has this badass yacht. It's this brand new, just came out summer of 2022, and I want to go on it, right? I'm getting all the emails. I'm getting the updates. I'm excited for this cruise, and I want to go on it. So I'm sending it to my man, emails like, oh, babe, look at this. It looks awesome. Staying very positive about it. It looks fun. He works his buns off. He needs a break. And, I got emails back that said, hey, babe, it's not in the budget. Maybe 2023, like let's wait it out, which is great. I totally understand. I love his practicality. It can drive me a little bit insane sometimes, but 90% of the time I love it. And I know that it's for my good and for our good. And I know it's because he uses his finances to bless us and go do great things. So eventually I get this email from him that he sends me a Ritz-Carlton Yacht Cruise that's 12 days in the Mediterranean, and it's even longer and bigger than I wanted. And I think the point is, ladies, we have to give guys time and space to think of these things on their own. Let them sit on it a little bit without nagging them. Like, get this done now. Get this done now. I want to do this now. That's not how men roll. Men are quality men, what I call the good men. Good men think on it. It's still in their mind. They're working it out. They might not be doing it as quick and might not be communicating it like you would to a girlfriend, but that's why they're men. And that's why you need to let them be men. You need to stay in your feminine during that time. You need to stay fun. You need to stay positive. These guys are busting their buns in the real world, and I know you are too. But again, when you come home, you've got to take in those deep breaths and bring the joy. You can always be vulnerable with him as well and share your heart. But remember, in the beginning stages of dating, men are looking for fun and fit. Are you fun on a first date? Do you present well? Do you take good care of yourself? It is that simple. It is that simple. That is what is so fabulous about men. Now, if you're not sure that you're doing those things, ladies, I'm going to tell you, I have a great coaching program, 3 months long. You need to be out there dating, and I'm going to share with you how to flirt better, how to show up better, how to read a man. Do you know what's in the mind of a man? I am here to help you with that because I hear it all the time. The feedback from my male clients are phenomenal, and I'm going to show you how you can kind of open that door to get them to come in. So check that out. You can email me at datingwithkaty@gmail.com. Go to my website, datingwithkaty.com. You can also just work with me, get in the database, and I will reach out to you guys. So I want to thank Cinqe Matchmaking for being my sponsor today. Again, it's my database. Get in the link in my bio and my link tree on Instagram and check out cinqe.com. You guys, let's keep working on being that person who wants to be with that person. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.